Good morning, everybody. My lovely students, I know that you miss studying in your sweet classrooms, but due to the health conditions in our country and in order to keep you safe, we will study online in virtual classes for a while. So please follow up with me, and I'll send you all the resources within on this school's portal and also via WhatsApp. For our lesson today on Monday, we are gonna talk about question words. As a warm-up task, first we need to know what is the difference between interrogative sentences and the questions, or questions and statements. Let's see, please, and follow up with me. Okay, let's watch this video and discuss it together.
Hi guys, and welcome to today's lesson where we'll be revising questions and statements.
So, we have many types of sentences. The first type is questions or interrogative sentences, while the other one that we will study or that you already know that is statements.
Okay, a statement is a sentence that tells us something. For example,
So, what is the statement? Yes, it's a sentence that tells you something. Let's see this example. Let's read it together. Today we have jam. Yes, it tells us something. It tells us that we have gym class for today. Let's go on.
today we have gym. Can you think of another statement type sentence?
Can you give me an example from your mind? Yes. For example, I'll talk about me. I'm giving you a class now.
The other type of sentence that we looked at was questions. Now, this is a sentence that asks something. For example, do you have a dog?
So, questions or interrogative sentences are sentences that ask for something. For example, let's read the example together. Yes, do you have a dog? And did you notice this thing? The question sentence or the interrogative sentence does ends with a punctuation mark other than the full stop. It ends with the yes, it's the question mark. So questions end with question marks. Let's go on.
Can you think of another type of question sentence?
Please think for a moment about another question. Make a question. Yes. Yes. Do you love me? Yes, I do, and I love you too. Let's go on.
There are some key words that we use when we're asking a question. Can you think of what those words are? Who, how, when, where, what, why. When you find those words at the beginning of a sentence, it's a big clue that it's going to be a question.
So, the keywords that we use to form questions are called question words. I know that you know some of them, like who, where, when, why, those that we will study today.
Okay, let's sort these sentences into...
Now we have a warm-up task, a short warm-up task. We have sentences and we will see if it is a question or a statement. Follow up, please.
whether they're a question sentence or a statement sentence. Then it's over to you. Have a look at this first one here. I have new shoes.
So, read it again by yourself. I have new shoes. Yes. Is this a question or a statement? Think about it.
Now, is that asking a question or is it telling you something?
So, if it tells you something, it's a statement. While if it asks you something about something or asks you something, it is a question.
That's right, it's telling you something, so it's a statement. Okay, let's have a look at the next one here. Sarah is kind. Is it asking you a question or is it telling you some information?
So the other one, Sarah is kind. Oh, yeah, I agree with you. It tells us something. It tells us about Sarah that she's kind. So it's what? A statement, yes.
Telling you information. So that is a statement. Okay, next one. How?
Now, we will move to the next one. How did you do that? Did you notice that none of them have punctuation marks? So you need to think first to know if it is whether it is a question or a statement. You should not know by the punctuation marks.
How did you do that? Is it asking you a question or is it giving you information? It's asking you a question, that's right. So it is a question type of sentence. Now you'll notice that I didn't put any punctuation in at the end of these sentences
Yes.
because I thought that would give it away.
Yeah.
We'll come back to that later. Let's look at our last sentence. Who helped Sam? We need to decide, is that asking us something or is it telling us some information?
Now, when we say who helped Sam, we need an answer. So for sure it's a question.
You're right. This word here, who, gives us a clue that it's asking us something. So it's a question.
So the word that gives us a clue that it's a question is the word who.
Now we can talk about the punctuation that's missing. How did you do?
What do you think? Which punctuation marks should we use for questions? Here we need, yes, you are right, we need a question mark. While in statements, because they tell us information, yes, we need a full stop.
That? We know that if we're asking a question, that it needs to end with a question mark. So we can just draw the question marks in. And who helped Sam? Now when we're writing statements, they generally finish with a full stop at the end. So I have new shoes and Sarah is kind. Okay guys, now it's over to you. Back to the wiki to read your instructions on how you're going to do a sentence sort.
Now, my students, I expect you to listen to this video again and again as a warm-up task before you start with me with the worksheet. I'll send you this video also via WhatsApp. Okay? Thank you. Now, let's move to the worksheet. Okay. Sorry, let's move to the worksheet. Okay. Now, here we are. Here is our worksheet. As you see, the title is Question Words Wheel. Question Words Wheel. Okay. Question Words Wheel. Why I called it Question Words Wheel? Because I put all the question words that you need in a wheel. Okay? I put all the question words that you need to study in a wheel. But remember, let's read the notes that we have here. First, a question word is used to make a question. And the second thing that you need to remember is that a question ends with a question mark that we have already talked about. Now, the question words that I need you to study in part 1 are who, when, which, why, how old, how much, and how many. And the final one is where. Under each word, I wrote for you why do we use each of these question words. Please, I want you to follow with me. We use who when the answer is a person or people. So we use who to ask about people. who did it, who does it, who loves that, who came early. So the answer should be who. Notice please that the W in who is a silent letter or a ghost letter. Okay? It's a ghost letter. So we agree together, we use who to ask about people. Now, number two, when. Be careful with when the silent letter is H. So we use when we need to ask about the time of something. When do you wake up early, for example? When do you wake up? Sorry, I wake up early. I woke up yesterday at 6 o'clock. I woke up this morning at 7. So we use when to ask about a time, whether it is a year or it's an hour or it's a date or it's part of the day. So any kind of time, of words or information that shows time, we use when. Now number three is which. Which I use it when I need you to choose something, or when I want to know which one is exactly meant by the question. We will see examples now. Next we have what. Also what, the silent letter is H. We use it to ask about things, or when the piece of information that we need to know is the action verb that is done in each sentence. I'll explain for you later by examples. Next, we need to know also why do we use where. Where the silent letter is H, we use it to ask about place. Next, let's move to how. How, if I use it alone, like how do you come to school? Okay, this is asking about the manner or the way that you came to school. Like I came by bus, I came by car. But when I ask, how did he walk? Okay, how did he walk? You should answer by adverb of manner, like he walked quickly or he walked slowly. So we use how either alone or with how old to ask about age, how much to ask about quantity for uncountable nouns, and we studied the uncountable nouns before. Also, we used how with many to ask about countable nouns with number, like how many brothers do you have? The answer could be I have 2 brothers. The last one that you need to know is why. Also, the silent letter in Y is the H. We use Y to ask about the reason, as the answer should start with because. Now, this is part 1. Let's make a quick revision. We use the question words to form questions or to start questions with. We use who for people, when for time, which for choice, why for reason, how alone or how old for age, how much for uncountable nouns, how many for countable nouns, and where for places. That is part 1. I'll meet you again in part 2. See you.